Journalism class. Today I wanted to talk about, rant about a couple topics that aren't talked about too much. So, one thing I want to talk about is success is non-linear. What I mean by that is basically like Kylie Jenner, like, cause it's interesting. I was talking to my sister a few days ago, and I think she was on Twitter, and basically like she put up this comment of how like Kylie Jenner is like so successful, and then somebody put under it, right under her tweet, she was they basically said like, oh, she didn't work hard for it. And I was like, well, you realize success comes in multifaceted ways. It doesn't come the same to all of us the same way, basically. So she might have not done like everything that you and me might have done, but that doesn't make her less successful. And just because she didn't get it the traditional way, like going to college or school, that doesn't what I don't see how that doesn't make her successful. I don't know what that person was trying to say. But anyway, that's about all I'm gonna say on that because I thought that was just silly what that person said. But anyway, next thing I want to talk about is the silliness that goes on in the school system. So, this is the thing. Like, I don't understand pep rallies. Like, what? Why am I supposed to be pepped up a week before taking tests? Like, I thought school was about, education and learning and all that good stuff, all that jazz. So, why do I have to be pepped up? I don't. I should not already be pepped. I mean, I don't know, journalism class. You tell me. Should we all be pepped up a week before we take tests? I don't know. I don't know. And I don't really think school has anything to do with learning because we learn a lot of stuff that we probably won't apply to our life, but they tell us we need to learn it. We get told a lot of things that we have to learn, but I don't necessarily think we have to learn all of them. I'm not saying some of the stuff we learn isn't useful. I'm just saying all of it doesn't doesn't necessarily get applied. The light from reflecting in my face. Anyway, so what I think school is really about is just obedience training. Obedience training. Basically, I mean, like, it's weird. Like, they tell us, like, sit down, shut up, don't think for yourself. Because we get spoon fed information that's not even from our own thoughts. So, I mean, but then they want us to think originally. But you can't do that if you're taking someone else's ideas all the time and not amalgamating like your own ideas inside your head. But I mean, we're told that we have to learn this stuff. I don't know all about that. Other thing I wanted to talk about. This is very controversial. Arms getting tired. This is very controversial. A lot of people think I don't know. I don't know how I want to put this because I don't know how people are going to react to this, but a lot of people saying that money can't make you happy. Um, it's a yes and no on that one because studies actually have found that it can once you reach like a middle class salary, you basically get like incremental happiness as you go along. And money actually can make you happy. It's just not in the way that me and you would think. Actually, giving money away actually makes you more happier. They found, like, if I had $5 and I gave it to you to buy a cup of coffee, that would actually increase my happiness more because I did something for another person. So money can make you happy in a way, just not in the way that you and me think. So that I thought that was kind of cool, but yeah, that's kind of cool. And I kind of wanted to. This is a little more controversial. I don't know who's gonna agree with this one or not. You don't have to agree. It's just a thought I'm just throwing out there. But Socrates, it wasn't Plato. I thought it was Plato at first. It was Socrates. He said, and this is gonna probably throw you for a loop. I don't know. He said religion wasn't as important. He said what was more important was getting to know yourself. He said he didn't have time for religion. And everybody else around him was like, how do you not have time for religion? He was like, I don't have time for it. I need to know myself. Know thyself. That's basically what he was saying. Know thyself. So for all the people, if you're religious or not religious, I would give you the same advice that Socrates gave himself. Religion is important, but it's not as important as knowing yourself. Because, I mean, you could have a religion, but if you don't know yourself, I mean, what's the point? I don't see a point. I mean, you're gonna have to be around yourself all day, so you might as well know yourself, right? I mean, I think that makes sense. I don't know, but yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Um, yeah, I don't really got no more ideas. No, probably not.